I wanted us to touch on, and this has been a hot topic for like a week, is the decline of NBA viewership. I feel like we got our take on it on Wax. How you feel about it? I feel like it's so many different reasons, but I'm gonna hone in on like maybe two, and then that'll lead to our next topic because they're connected. So, what would
you want me to go first?
Yeah, you will go first.
Oh man, I mean, with the ratings talk, bro, I really think that it's just guys that don't like the sport anymore because their favorite athlete isn't playing. I really think it's that simple, bro. Like, like when you go from having a favorite player and you grew up with that favorite player, and now that favorite player isn't there anymore, and you're an adult now and you got bills and you got real life issues, and you go to the game because you missed that love that you had as a kid of watching that player or teen or young adult, whatever, and you don't have that anymore. A lot of that dissipates. Your love for the game dissipates along with what you dealing with in real life. I really think that that's an issue for a lot of people. You know what I mean? And I also think that people, just like I said, they truly don't like basketball anymore. I truly don't. I don't think that people like basketball like they say that they do. And they don't even try to learn why things are the way that they are. They exaggerate, they do stuff, they say things that are inflammatory. Oh, nobody that shoots 32% from three should be taking 16 threes a game. Well, yeah, nobody is doing that.
Yeah.
There isn't a player in the league. And then they get mad when you call that out, but it's like, well, don't exaggerate if you're trying to have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, my bad. You go ahead. Because I got more to say, but you go ahead.
No, bro, you preach to the choir. I'm kind of like of the opinion the game, like there's infrastructure problems with the game that has led to it. I think a lot of that specific point you just said, I think a lot of that goes away, especially I'm not gonna. A lot of people are picking on things that they've had a gripe on for years. Like, for example,
facts
management, load management. Like they said, oh, the players load management. Nah, see, I think people wouldn't care that much if the games were more accessible. If we didn't have to get damn near 3 different streaming packages so we could watch the games. Another thing, I mean, football, you really just need ESPN. Most of the games, if you're just a casual fan, you really maybe just need ESPN at most, because you still get plenty of football games on CBS, on Fox, and then most people have Amazon Prime for Thursdays. But I mean, Thursday night football isn't the most important thing, but if you got ESPN, you pretty much have covered most of what you're probably going to watch as a fan, and that's very affordable. NBA, you need to have a package that got TNT and ESPN, and now they've broken it all up because all the parent companies. So now if you got Max, you can get AT&T. Now if Disney Plus for Christmas Day is streaming the game on Disney Plus now, so you don't need ESPN. Amazon has some of these games now. You got League Pass, which you can't even watch your local games. You got to have the specific cable package that lets you watch your local game, because the NBA has a TV deal with that network, so they black them out. And it's just like you're just running all over the place with these different streaming packages to watch these games. And I think that's a big hurdle for people to get through, especially for casuals. It's not there's that, and I also want to say one thing we're kind of talking about is players not coming up with a background that just attracts people. Because let's look at Kevin Durant had a monster season at UT, and UT fans loved it because they never had a player like Kevin Durant in a long time.
Absolutely, for sure.
So when Kevin goes there, does what he does, it just blows people's minds. And then he has a following going into the NBA. Carmelo Anthony, freshman, won a championship. I never thought I would see that shit, and he did that. And so following came LeBron James, biggest hype prospect that came into it. High school games on national TV, he lived up to that shit. And then you got Anthony Davis, Steph Curry. These players had built up a story coming into the league that people could follow. They had did something great that we hadn't seen, but we're not getting that anymore. We're not getting that because I don't want to pick. I hate to pick on him, but Jason Tatum, who has the He has a chip, but I don't even really all this one and done stuff. Like I forget what he did at Duke, but I remember what he did. I remember what Derrick Rose did at Memphis, right? I think
Yeah, Melo was one and done. KD was one and
yeah,
done.
but they went
So
far and like they were like different, but like their
no, KD lost. KD lost, I think, in the second round to USC, DeMar DeRozan and Taj Gibson,
yeah.
like in the NCAA tournament. You know what
But
I'm
like I
saying?
said, KD was playing for UT. UT never got a
Yeah.
player like KD, so that. Duke always gets players like that, so it's like easy to forget. Like, well, Duke is an outlier because they always
I don't know. I'm gonna say this, Quinn. Like the
yeah.
streaming stuff is accurate. You're right. But if you only League Pass only hurts me as a Rockets fan because I can't watch the Rockets. I can watch all other teams if I wanted to. I don't want to pay for League Pass. It's that simple. I don't want to pay for League Pass.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to pay for
Clear.
That's what
I will rather illegally stream. Also, like fam, like these the need, in my opinion, and you talking about casual, so I get it. But the need for stories, bro. Watch the game. Giannis is doing all time stuff on a nightly basis, damn near. Luka Doncic, all time stuff on a nightly basis. Jokic, all time stuff on a nightly basis. SGA, all time stuff. Then when you do have players like that,
they're doing it now. They did not have a story that grabbed people's attention before they did that stuff. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that matters. If you're an NBA fan,
I named
you care about the NBA. I don't care if I'm an NBA fan. I don't care about what Zion did in college. I don't care.
Bro,
I don't like. I'm an NBA fan.
Zion actually had discipline and like performed up to what he was after doing what he did at Duke. We wouldn't be having as much problems with this whole face of the league stuff. Imagine if John Morant didn't want to cosplay as a street thug. Like, bro, come on, like we would.
I don't know.
These guys.
I think that people just don't like the game, Quinn. I just don't think that they are fans.
It's many reasons. But
yeah, like the face of the league, bro. Like it gives me weird vibes. Like, why do men want to see aura? Like, why do you want to see another man's aura so much? Why do you care about his history and who his mom and dad was? I don't care. Can he hoop when he gets to the NBA?
Bro,
that's what I care about. Can he hoop? Is he an elite player or is he not an elite player? That's what I care about as a fan. It's like when people talk about scoring and they like, oh, he can hezzy tween and get a bucket, but the other guy, he could just get a bucket. So that doesn't really like, do you want a sex appeal or do you want a bucket? Like, I don't like, that's what befuddles my mind.
How do you grab attention? How do you grab a new generation of fans if you don't have like some storyline leading up into their debut?
The discourse that I see on the internet I don't feel like NBA is dying.
What do you think about Giannis before he
But what I'm saying is, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, from what I see online and the discourse I see about the NBA on a nightly basis on all social media platforms, it doesn't give me the NBA is dying. It's not like I don't see nobody talking about the NBA. People talk about the NBA on a nightly basis. So somebody is watching. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're not watching it on TV the legal way, but somebody is watching these games. So it's like, I really have just come to the conclusion. One, I'm tired of talking about it. Two, these dudes don't like basketball. The same people are the hit dogs that are hollering was doing this 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I got a friend. I won't name him. I got a friend who went to a game with another friend that I also won't name. He said that they went to go watch James Harden. And he said the whole game, all he did was complain about the way James Harden played basketball. Like, bruh, like he said the whole game, all he did was complain about the way that they play basketball on the floor. That's not an NBA fan. That's somebody that misses what they watched growing up. Get with the times, dog. Are you still riding on a horse and carriage, or do you got a car? Get with the times.
Yeah, that's cool. That's why you got your take. That's why I think that like that's one of the big reasons. I think what I'm talking about is drawing fans to you. Yeah. Drawing fans to you, new fans to you, and also existing fans to you, because we are like I didn't really know Anthony Edwards' stories. I mean, I when it done, I haven't really followed a lot of these players as their college freshmen, if they even go to college, if they don't just go the G League and then show up in the league a year later, and those things. Because the reason I'm speaking about it, because like I think American fan needs that story to get re-engaged again. I think they do. Maybe that's crazy. I think that's part of it. We gotta have some kind of story, some kind of feat leading up into. I look at all the proof in the pudding, bro. These players I named, they did pretty cool things. Then they just brought a fan base and they just brought attention to it as soon as they made their debut.
I got a question. Was James Harden American?
Yeah.
When he was averaging 36 points per game, 34 points per game, putting up 60-point triple-doubles, 50-point triple-doubles, 40-point triple-doubles, what were people saying? He's an American. He was born here in L.A.
What were people saying?
What were people saying about that? They were complaining.
Oh, yeah.
When Russell Westbrook was averaging a triple-double, what were people doing? When Russell Westbrook was averaging a triple-double, what were they? He's American, from L.A. He's from L.A. They were complaining. They don't like basketball.
I watched that shit. I knew
but they don't like basketball.
Bro,
they don't like it.
I'm not saying that my reason is why this is happening. I'm saying yours is valid, bro. I'm saying mine is valid. It's just a less talked about point.
Then people want to talk about 3-point shooting. Why isn't DeMar DeRozan the most popular player in the league? He shoots nothing but middies. Why isn't he the most popular player in the league? He shoots middies. He plays like Kobe. He plays like Kobe. He plays like Kobe. Why isn't he the most popular player in the league?
Yeah. I mean, shit, I don't
like, come on, dog. Why isn't he play? He shoots middies. He barely takes any threes.
That basketball don't got haters, bro. Like basketball discourse runs on hate.
They just don't like. We are trying to entertain people that actively don't like the product, bro. It's like trying to make me like wrestling. I'm not gonna do it, dog. I'm 33. I'm too old. Like, I'm not gonna enjoy seeing people fake hit each other.
But they also want variance in the game. But I mean, how do you have variance when you have a meta game?
It is variance in the game, fam. The Rockets don't play like the Celtics.
They don't watch OKC.
They don't watch the games. Again, you're trying to entertain people and sway people to like a product that they don't watch. The Rockets don't play like the Celtics. OKC doesn't play like Cleveland. Cleveland doesn't play like Orlando. Orlando doesn't play like Dallas. Like, what are people talking about with this variant shit? What are they talking about? They get a clip from a 30-second stretch in a game where the teams go down and brick 4 or 5 threes and say, this is why the league is unwatchable. They don't watch the games. And then when people, like, shot selection is bad some nights. Some nights, guys, like LaMelo, he takes bad shots to me. Sometimes I feel like LaMelo, he actively does not take good shots, for a point guard especially.
He's just trying shit, bro.
Yeah, he takes one-legged, fading away floaters. Exactly. Another American, and he has a story. Ball brothers, everybody like them. So I'd like, again, why isn't Charlotte the most popular team in the league? You talk about story, you talk about backstory, you talk about American. He has it. He
lived up to it, bro. Part of what's also hurting the league is these young guys did not live up to what they were supposed to be. Ben Simmons failed. Zion failed as of now. John Morant yet to be. He missed his boat. He missed his opportunity.
What about Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards. We're trying to get him there, right?
Devin Booker.
I mean,
Karl Anthony Towns. It's American. Bro, it's like people nitpicking, dog. Like, not you. People nitpicking. We have great American talent in the league. And I know Karl Anthony Towns, Dominican Republic, but he went to Kentucky. Like, he went to Kentucky. We watched him in college. We watched him come into the league. Like, we seen this guy, and people, bro, to me, it's just people, they miss him. They miss him. That's what they miss. That's what they want. That's what they want, bro. Yeah, I told JR today. I said, bro, you're not gonna be happy until Kobe back in the league. So just leave it alone. Like, you don't like the guy unless it's Kyrie Irving. You don't like the guys that play today. So it's nothing that anybody can do. And I just told you about the American players, about Harden, Russell Westbrook, all these other great American guys that won MVPs, that accomplish a lot of stuff, that get shitted on constantly. Damian Lillard, another one. I know he went to Weber State. He wasn't the most successful guy coming out. But come on, bro. Big name coming out, I guess I should say. But, come on, dog. He rap. He do everything AI did. Like, the nigga rap. All that. From Oakland.
He's loyal.
Loyal?
Yeah.
But my bad. Go ahead. Segue to the next topic. I apologize.
I want to segue this. These are all good points. But I'm going to segue this into, is the league hurting because it doesn't also have a face of the league that it can pass the torch to and, like, market? Because I feel like